My name's Lisa Monsell and I'm the ACT and New South Wales Health Promotion Officer for the Continence Foundation of Australia. Today I'll be speaking to you about how to eat well and drink smart. Other topics for the week include how to stay active, how to look after your pelvic floor, and good toilet habits. On Friday, there'll be a question and answer session with a panel of experts, and that'll give you the opportunity to ask any questions you may have. You can find all the details on our website, continence.org.au. If you're joining via Zoom, you'll have the opportunity to submit questions in real time. Just type your questions into the Q&A icon at the bottom of the screen in the control panel. If I don't get to them today, they'll be passed on to the expert panel for Friday. For people watching our Facebook live stream, unfortunately, you don't have the same interactive opportunity, but you can send questions through for Friday. We will be recording this webinar and can share the link with you later. As we start, I'd like to acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to the elders, both past and present, of all Australia's Indigenous people. Eating a well-balanced diet can be both protective and enjoyable. It can ward off serious illnesses, delay aging, improve your mood, and provide energy and motivation to do the things you want to do. Constipation is more common as we get older due to several factors, including reduced intestinal muscle contractions, a reliance on regular medications, a reduction in water intake, being confined to bed when sick, and generally being less active. Also, a lot of the food we eat now has been processed to make it more appealing and easier to eat. However, by removing much of the natural fibre, the potential for bowel problems has increased. I'm going to give you some tips today to show you how easy it can be to improve your diet and promote a healthy bladder and bowel. The key factors in staying regular are fluids, fibre, and movement. Tomorrow's session, called Staying Active, will fill you in on how best to move, and I'm going to be talking about fibre and fluid now. It's never too late to start on improving lifestyle habits. The sooner you start, the sooner you can reap the rewards. Your body needs plenty of fluids. Being properly hydrated means your cells can function normally and waste products can be removed efficiently. Water helps to soften stools and reduces transit time in the colon. If you don't drink enough, you become dehydrated. You may feel tired, lightheaded, dizzy, irritable. You may not be able to operate a Zoom webinar terribly well. And your urine will become dark in colour and concentrated. This can lead to urinary tract infections and problems with your kidneys. Ideally, your urine should be pale yellow in colour. Dehydration has been shown to increase the risk of dementia, and people with dementia also risk dehydration. It becomes a terrible catch-22 situation. But fluids are not just liquids. They can also be found in many foods, like yogurt, ice cream, soup, custard, melons, citrus fruits, berries, lettuce, watermelon, you name it. Now for some tips for drinking. Water's the best option. I mean, it really is. And the bonus is that it's readily available and free. When it's hot, or you've been exercising, gardening, walking, or dancing furiously, make sure to increase your fluid intake because our bodies evaporate water when hot. Feeling thirsty is the first sign that you're becoming dehydrated, so try and drink at regular intervals to avoid this. Some drinks irritate your bladder though. and you get the urge to urinate before your bladder's full, which is not ideal. So it's best to limit these. These drinks include coffee, tea, cola drinks, alcohol, and some chocolate beverages. Fibre is the part of food that doesn't break down and can't be digested, and it's only found in plant foods. It improves bowel function when you eat enough of it by absorbing water and adding bulk to stools. Bulky stools keep things moving through the bowel at a good rate and help you to avoid straining and constipation. It's much easier to get the fibre your body needs by getting into the habit of having a good breakfast. Porridge, wheat bix, baked beans come to mind here. And it's wise to choose snacks and meals around foods with fibre too. High fibre foods include barley, oats, peas, butternut pumpkin, legumes like chickpeas, lentils, kidney beans, also broccoli, carrots, corn, nuts, seeds, apples, berries, citrus fruits, and pears. Getting your fibre from food means you also get plenty of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and other nutrients, just as nature intended. And try to eat a rainbow of vegetables or fruit through the day. You'll notice on the screen lots of different colours. And choose a variety of grains, cereals, and seeds for best results. Foods that are high in fibre are also good for weight control, as they help you to feel full for longer. This is important because if you carry too much weight, it puts a strain on your pelvic floor, which can affect continence. Looking after your pelvic floor is going to be addressed in the webinar on Wednesday. Now there's about 1 million tips to help you with adding fibre to your diet. You can sprinkle nuts or seeds on cereals, cake mixes, and on salads. You can use hummus or avocado as a spread on a sandwich rather than margarine or butter. Popping your own popcorn in a microwave is really easy. You put about 1/4 cup of corn kernels into a brown paper bag. Don't forget to seal the bag. Put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes and voila, really cheap snack that's also very nutritious. You can roast and spice chickpeas. This is another great snack. Take a tin of chickpeas, rinse them under running water, dry them on a tea towel or paper towels, then mix them about with some curry powder, garam masala, and a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon. Chuck that all on a baking dish that's got sides around it and bake it for about 30 minutes in a 200-degree oven. They're delicious. It's good to swap white bread, white rice, a pasta for the wholemeal or whole grain varieties. You can add legumes and veggies to curries, casseroles, and bolognese sauce. Try and fill half your dinner plate with a rainbow of vegetables. You can add a tablespoon of oat bran to cereals, yogurt, or smoothies, and eat the whole fruit rather than juice it. You just don't get anywhere near the fibre. Buy less processed foods. What am I saying? So this would be oats instead of cornflakes. And hide the peeler. You don't need to peel carrots. You're just wasting good nutrients. It's also good to leave the skin on pumpkin if you roast it. That is quite delicious. Now I'm going to show you a video that's got some great ideas for making soups. Notice all the different colours. It'll give you a rest from my voice too. How good was that? Except they took the skin off the pumpkin, but that's all right. It just wouldn't have been very palatable. Now I'm going to talk to you about how you could build a day around having more fibre. At breakfast time, good high fibre breakfasts could be porridge and stewed apple, or baked beans on whole grain toast, or muesli with yogurt, oat bran and rhubarb. Lunch could be a whole grain ham and salad sandwich made with hummus or avocado, or roast carrot and coconut soup with a roll, or one of those soups we've just showed you. Or you could make or have a spinach pie and roasted tomatoes. Dinner could be wholemeal and yellow zucchini pasta with anchovies and a side dish of green beans, or a great chicken stir fry with black bean sauce, lots of vegetables and brown rice. You could make corn fritters and have those with roasted vegetables. Snacks throughout the days could be a handful of nuts, an orange, and some of those roasted spicy chickpeas. Or you could have pumpkin, ginger and date scones and a pear. You could have a dish of roasted pumpkin seeds, grapes, and some of that air-popped corn. The tip for using fibre in your diet is very much like the water tip. Spread it out through the day and make it your go-to choice for best results. Make an effort to include fibre in most of your meals and snacks, not forgetting breakfast, because this can really set you up for the day. One note of caution: if you do choose to increase your fibre after today's talk, don't forget to increase your fluid at the same time, or you may become constipated. For support, the Continence Foundation has a helpline. It's a free number across Australia, other than using a mobile phone, 1800 33 0066, and continence nurses answer the phone from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening, Monday to Friday, and they're there for advice and to steer you in the right direction for resources and other information.